Odric's Shrine of Mitharu. I think Mitharu's protection is health. Yeah, health regen. I've lost count. How many years is it? 95 months is a lot of years. Thank you so much, Lazarus. You're about your own, mate. That is crazy. Crazy. Okay. What is that doing on the wall? Why have they got a wild phase head on a... I'm concerned. Hello?
Oh, I didn't see you come in. I was reading this letter and... Is there anything I never thought it would happen. They're coming. Even with everything else going on in this village, the Red Legion is coming for me.
Oh, thank you so much, Lazarus. That's incredibly kind of you to say, me. Alright. Brother Delph.
I'll admit it. My past is a tapestry of drunkenness and loose morals.
Loose morals,
women
eh?
and wine. I'm not proud of it, but I couldn't have gotten where I am without making mistakes.
Okay.
The people here are kind, yet suspicious. They believe the mission harbors secrets, and they're right. It filled the hunger I was hoping to sate with wine, women, anything and everything. The mission gives my life meaning.
Fortuna Decay said, loose morals? I'm in. Say no more.
I was not always the pious man you see before you. No, I was a scoundrel, a raider in the dreaded Red Legion, a gang of the notorious bandit Red the Dead Idward. But plunder could not sustain me. I wanted something more. Several of us faked our deaths and deserted, always knowing that Red might track us down. And now, he has. It's all here in Red's letter. He demands we satisfy the blood rite. 2 lives for 1. He'll let me go, but only if I kill the men who deserted with me. But I cannot.
Is there no other way?
I could hand myself over to Red, but he'd have me killed. The only other choice is to kill the men who left with me. I can't do that. I'm not the man I used to be.
I'll take it.
I do what I must. I only hope Ugnar and Itrin will forgive me. Ugnar works in Gorhart village. Itrin haunts the ruins near Haxi, still struggling with his demons. Be on your guard. I fear they will likely come for me as well. When it's finished, take their daggers and bring them to Red Idward. He will demand proof. Take mine to start. Good luck, my friend. May Mitharu bless you.
It took a distressingly low amount of coercion for you to be like, well, I guess they just have to die. I mean, I'm not the one killing them, so I'm morally pure. That's such a shame they have to die, though. It's so sad.
I fought under Red for years, yet I know nothing of him. I do know this. He will do anything to get what he wants. The most dangerous kind of man is one without limits. Ugnar could always be found by Red's side, Red's right hand. But beneath his brutal exterior, Ugnar was a good man, tortured by the ghosts of his dead wife and children. Itrin, however, rivals only Red Idward in his bloodlust. They say he was once a Justicar, but was expelled for brutality. His devotion to his god Enadon is fanatical.
Okay.
It is a sacrament of the Red Legion. When you commit a crime, you must pay a penance. Surrender your life, or the lives of 2 others. Ugnar works for the inn at Gorhart. Itrin has taken to calling himself the Shade, and robs travelers in Haxi. Mitharu is with you.
Oh, that's simple, really. Oh, I see. Gonna go rest now with an easy conscience, you scoundrel. You are a scallywag. Ah, I can only unlock it with Delph's key. Damn it. Okay. Should be able to pick this lock. He says and then immediately breaks a lockpick. Yoink. I see zero reason to feel bad about this. I do not want to socket gems in there. Could I create a gem? I could if I wanted to. Well, I was going to use the next level to get Sagecraft if I could. Can I not see my abilities? Guess I can't. Oh no, there we are. Skills. Right, so these are ones that I've taken. These are ones that are given to me by equipment. These are ones that I haven't put anything into yet. I'd need 2 levels to be able to create better gems. So whatever I can make now is as good as it's going to get. Do I even have anything to socket? I don't think I do. No. I do not. Unless my weapons can socket? No. Okay, then I'll keep the gems until I can combine them. Where's that scallywag? I was going to try and take the key off him. I feel absolutely zero sadness about yoinking his stuff at this point. Don't mind me. Stealing from the mission, I'm a little bit more concerned about. I will take the ordination rights. Let's have a look. This brittle yellowing document describes characteristics sought after for ordination into the Order of Mitharu. Can I have a look at that? Does it actually tell me what the ordination rights say? No, I can't. Oh no, there we are. No, I can't read it. That's a shame. It would have been kind of cool. If I find something truly amazing, maybe. That is kind of amazing. I would never steal from the mission unless it's useful or shiny. I already took some cash from that other chest, which on reflection is not Delph's, so but that is a huge upgrade. But you know what? No. If we're going to be a man of principles, we must be a man of principles. There's no half measures. Brother Till's collection. This locked bookshelf houses a collection of Brother Till, the late scripture master of St. Odwig's perpetual mission. From the looks of the titles on the remaining books, Till's literary interests tended towards the lewd and lascivious. You may retrieve all of the missing volumes and return them to Till's collection for a reward. Okay, so we are looking for smut for a priest. I'm not sure if this is something I should be doing, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Okay, where's Delph? Delph, come here. I want to steal your key, because I have no qualms about taking from you. Oh, hello, Egan.
I'm still deciding whether or not my decision to join St. Odwig's was a good one. Aside from my near death, it's been quite peaceful.
Okay. Really, have you got more to say now?
This is where I belong. I knew nothing of the greater world when I arrived, but now I have tasted the fruit of temptation. I have rededicated myself to prayer and scripture. I have
You literally just said you're undecided.
Mitharu has granted me mercy. I won't disappoint him again.
Wait, didn't Sister Zelda talk about Mitharu as a she?
I'm ashamed at how they used me. I was so ignorant, so greedy. I only wanted to feel like I understood the world. They took advantage of that. He's a kind man for taking me back among the brothers. It will take time, but I will work my way into his heart again. I have faith. I don't know what came over me. The twins poisoned my thoughts and made me think that magic belonged in mortal hands. Only Mitharu wields the power to change who I am. I am clay in his hands. Of course, I did like the name Casmaran. It had music. Bye then.
You know what? If you felt that Casmaran sang to you, then you should be known as Casmaran. It's very funny to have a normal conversation in a normal place while your gauntlets are going fucking nuts. Yeah, they kind of are, aren't they? Okay, look, all right? I'm not going to take it, but I want to see if there's anything good to read. That's got to be allowed. The word of Mitharu according to Saint Edric. And thusly, oh, actually, what? This is the third. Let's see if I can find number 1 and 2 and read them in order, shall we? I wonder if I can interact with the bookshelf and just not take something out and it won't be considered stealing. I am going to quickly save the game just to find this out. On drink. This religious text advised against the evils of drinking to excess and its repercussions. Part 6. The righteous Saint Hadwin spoke of wine as his little friend in the faith, for it can serve to muster the courage and settle the stomach. It balances the humours in the same fashion as Mitharu's order equilibrates the disarray of this mortal life, strengthening the sick of the body and calming the wounded of spirit. Yet many tragedies await the miserable wretches who expel temperance for conveniality, thinking excess in drinking to be the happiest life, for their life is nothing but disorientation, debauchery, nakedness, spewing, idleness, hexes, and more drink. Okay, remove the spewing and possibly the hexes, though honestly I'm unsure about this one, but so far you've described a really good night. Disorientation as well, but honestly a little bit of disorientation can just serve to spice things up. You may see sluggards half naked, staggering, wearing horse bridles about their necks like the fineries of kings, vomiting on one another in the name of fellowship. No, I think that's called kink, actually. But okay. And others flush with the rose of their drunkenness, filthy faces like the pale bulbous countenance of fish, livid and still seeking another flagon of ale to last them till the sunrise. It is well, dear brothers, to make our acquaintance with this portrait of man at his most disabled, as to place ourselves at the greatest possible distance from it, and to frame ourselves as the beacon towards which these louts must stagger. Mitharu has blessed us with the one word to counter all such disability. Water. Water. It is the natural necessary beverage and the gift of the authority. Therefore, water is the proper drink of society and of sobriety. As with all blessings in keeping with the authority's order, drink should be partaken of with the utmost temperance and moderation to maintain one's health, one's good standing, and most importantly, one's faith. I therefore advise those who have undertaken an ascetic life and who are fond of water, the sweet juice of temperance, to turn their backs on consumption for the sake of intoxication, shunning the allure of the bottle, and instead quenching their thirst with the divine drink of wisdom. It is proper, therefore, that young men avoid the flickering tongue of the chaos drink, for it is not right to pour into the flaming cauldron of humanity the fieriest of all liquids, wine. Honestly, I would have said whiskey, but sure. Adding, as it were, fire to fire. The crackling blaze will ignite the youthful impulses of a man's worst desires. Beware the lusts of the flesh and hot touch of fornication. Beware lusts for vicious violence and animalistic predation. Beware the roll of the dice and the forked tongue of the hex's dealer. For it is from the goblet that fiery habits are kindled, and young men inflamed from within become prone to the indulgence of vicious propensities. Change wine in this sentence to coffee, and we have the perfect sermon for the dapplings. Okay, it looks like I do not, in fact, need to worry about if I'm just reading a book. I'm not going to do that. I don't think I am. Am I? I might be. No, I don't think I am. I hope I'm not. We'll find out. Hello? Oh, these are definitely for me. It doesn't show a red hand, which means I can take it. Much like in real life, if I walk into someone's house and I don't have a red hand flashing when I go to grab something, it means it's free for me to take. You know, you don't have to watch Aavak to enjoy Aavak. The narration is on point. Thank you. I'm being tempted, chat. No. Shinies. I will resist. Okay, we've got the Mitharu collection. Let's have a read. The word of Mitharu, according to St. Odwick. In the beginning the world was shrouded in darkness. Out of this nothingness arose Mitharu, who brought forth the firmament and the celestial heavens, and drew the arcane veil from the world. Mitharu was order, and gave unto the world a great and wondrous design. Ages of this perfection passed, but there was still darkness, and out of the random places of darkness left in the world, chaos arose. Mitharu called his Telaugrus a foul, called this Telaugrus a foul and ruined thing. The children of Telaugrus destroyed the firmament and seared the earth. Again, everything was plunged into darkness. But Mitharu hid us from this devastation. Deep within the bosom of the earth, we were nurtured by Mitharu's divine guidance. Even in the darkest corners of the world, we were illuminated by the surety of order. When the proper time came, Mitharu's children themselves led us from this darkness and into the glory of Mitharu's world anew, reborn and made to grow in perfection. Apparently there's 0% chance I would be caught taking this, even though I'm not sneaking. Because no one can see me, I guess. Right. The word of Mitharu according to St. Hadwin. And thus the world was ordered perfectly in Mitharu's image. There are the seasons which Mitharu causes so that all things are balanced. There is the earth and the sky which are separated in the same balance by the day and the night. The sea and the land are again the same difference in the balance of the world with the ebb and flow of the tide. There are the beasts of Mitharu's making, the plants which feed the beasts of the world and which feed upon the world itself. And finally, there are the remnants of Mitharu's hand, the shards of our world. Here, the work of Mitharu is visible to those who would welcome the great order of the world into his or her life. It is like a minuscule version of the world itself. There is nothing as ordered as the line of lights of a flawless gem. It is the divine shape of Mitharu. Right, now we can go up. I'm just having a look, chat, okay? I just want to know. I know, and now I can walk away with the knowing that there is something great there, and I'm not taking it because I am a good Aavak who does only good things. Does not steal from churches. That is what a bad Aavak would do, and I am not a bad Aavak. I will, however, check this chest for contraband. This is a contraband item. It has no place in the mission. How dare you conceal such... The tools of the scallywags? Don't ask why I have them or why I'm using them to take them. No. This is for your own good. You would be too tempted. I can resist my impulses. You cannot. The morning prayer. Blessed be Mitharu, the great order of the world, for in his presence we are forever. The light of peace guide us, warm us in the gentle cradle of your great embrace. Keep us from our thoughts of despair and burden. You, who are so mighty in your sovereign house, bless us with your interminable love. Grant us strength and courage in your most holy name to bear the hardships of the world. You who guard us with the mighty arm, hear our prayer. We are your servants, mighty Lord, who praise none other but your name. We are your loyal flock who follow your guiding hand to sanctuary. Through your grace even, we are enlightened so we may better do your will. You alone rose to greet us and free us from the darkness of our ways. As the morning sun sheds its bounty upon the land, so too, Lord, you illuminate our way. Blessed be Mitharu, the great order of the world, for in his presence we are forever. See? A scallywag of principle I am. I'm not taking the shinies. I could, I don't. Principles. Where's the third one? I was sure there was a third one up here. Please tell me I didn't accidentally pick it up. Did I? No. Oh, wait, it was downstairs. There is another upstairs. Aha! You're quite right. Yes, there is another upstairs. My bad. And thusly ordered... Oh, this is according to Saint Edric. And thusly ordered Mitharu said unto the people, Behold the way of the world. There are cycles within the great cycle, and as I gave order and structure to this world, so too do you. For I have gifted unto you the knowledge of the great pattern of fate. You shall know of your mortality and understand what makes the seasons to pass and the fire to burn. I give unto you the ability to create as I have created, and to understand the mechanisms of your world as I understand all things. You shall all be as creators of your own world, and therefore, my children, you are all as I am. Remember then these words as I speak to them, speak to them through the voice of the three. You are all ordered as such. Embrace and follow the plan. There you go, chat. You are now all scholars of Mitharu. You can put that on your resume. I think you... Have you fallen asleep, dude? Oh no, you're reading. Actually, I don't want to know what you've got. I might be tempted to take it as payment for leading you by the nose through that dungeon. And I am a good Aavak, and a good Aavak would not steal from the very, very unfortunate poor Brother Egan. This, however, can go into my war chest. Asking this. We are now at capacity. Okay, Zelda, I'll be back in a second because I'm fairly certain I'm going to need to walk with you to find out how this all turns out. First, I need to go and sell some stuff. Oh, pow! Hello.
Care to part with some gold?
Actually, I was hoping this could go the other direction. Thank you. Oh, no! I meant to go and... Oh, bugger. I meant to go and...
Welcome.
Do that. Sod it.
I've thought about searching for treasure in that nearby Arathi ruin Agno Farhall, but they say it's overrun with dark spirits.
Sounds like a bad size question. Do you get your own house to be your Gubbins Grotto? Yes, actually. In fact, the quest to get your own house comes complete with a quest on whether to have your house in a village full of people or whether all of the people in the village should be killed first so that you have the whole village to yourself because, you know, you might not like being in a village full of people. They smell and make lots of noise. So a little bit for the extrovert, a little bit for the introvert. This game has choices, chat. Hello, Nettie.
Are you here for a weapon? Going to earn a lord's favour in this ridiculous war, are you?
I would desperately like a repair. Holy crap. Could you repair everything I've got? Thank you. Alright. Tell me about being a weaponsmith.
I was raised to know weapons before anything else. You won't meet many women who could fashion arrow fletchings before they could speak.
True. True. There. Also, the way you tapped your swirly tattoo when talking about it, am I marked with the mark of the Weaponsmith Guild? Am I a weaponsmith and I just didn't realize it?
I hear their warriors die as easily as any others, only they don't stay dead. That can be a problem during wartime.
It can, it's true.
I intended to pledge my sword to the Alpha, to fight the blasted Tuatha. Had my helmet freshly polished, my sword sharpened to a deadly edge. Then I saw the carts headed west. They carried the corpses of the fallen, some all the way from Melsenshire. After that, my fire to fight went out. Forever.
You know what? There's something to respect in someone who can admit to that. Well done. Your self-preservation instinct on point.
It is an Alpha stronghold in the east. And if the reports from the front are to be believed, Melsenshire is all that stands between the Tuatha and us.
Lazarus, it's not the only option. You can totally let them stay. This all comes down to whether you would prefer to have spider friends in the village with you or human friends.
The Fae are one with this land in ways that no mortal race could
There's
ever
a few
be.
other houses you can get
They
as well, I
are
think.
true creatures of magic. Leave the village, walk 50 paces in any direction, and you'll find a Fae. Pray it's a friendly one.
Well, I kind of need experience, so there's a little part of me that hopes it isn't. Because if it is a friendly one and then I kill it, I'll feel bad.
Look around you. These are no mere woods. This is the heart of the Feylands. Once you enter the forest, you won't emerge again until you reach the plains. We here in Gorehart are far from the front, and deliberately so. Our hearts may be with the Alpha, but our bodies stay here, safe on the other side of Dalentarth. We've seen our fair share of dead. The truth is, we have as many cemeteries as we do settlements. Troublesome creatures, the Alpha. No doubt this war is a result of their meddling in the affairs of others.
Okay.
So
You don't
long.
have much fondness for the Alpha, I see. Did we go up here already? Yeah, we did, but it was just peeking because I'm nosy. Compendium 14, I think. This book covers various people found across Amalur, from Almain to Varani. How many pages? It doesn't cover the many of them. Chapter 14, the Varani. Wait. Does it give me the one for my people? Did we go Varani? I think we did, didn't we? Chapter 14, the Varani. Varani history. These people are said to have descended from an ancient ancestry shared in common with the Almain, and long ago migrated north and away from the fertile lands of the southern Alfaria. The word Varani is derived from the Jotun word for traveller or trader. And despite many attempts by Almain, Alfar, and others to bring the Varani under their influence, they have remained independent from any governments. It is said that the desire to avoid governance is what drove the Varani away from the human kingdoms of the Almain and Baswain. As such, the Varani are to be found inhabiting islands off the coast as much as the coast itself. Dammy, could you deal with that? Oh my lord. Yeah, a viewbot thinger. Thanks, Dammy. Varani appearance. The Varani are similar to Almain in the average size and are typically... I was dealing with it myself, but if I click out of the game, it kills the sound for a little bit, so it's just kind of annoying. Then I have to alt-tab back in, it takes a few seconds. But thank you. Sneaky bots, they're getting through my warning filters now. I know, right? The Varani are similar to Almain in average size and are typically more fair-skinned and fair-haired. They often feature elaborate tattoos or jewelry to accent their otherwise practical, cold-weather clothing. Their garments are made to withstand the rigors of sea travel, as well as the cold of the ice-brine coast from whence they originate. Jewelry is usually made from gold, and nobles often wear silks or pelts as well. The influence of other cultures can easily be seen in their manner of dress, including the rich colours of the Alfar. Varani men usually groom long beards and sometimes braid them, and the Varani women traditionally plait their hair. Varani men, well known for having the most majestic beards, that why naturally we are Varani. Varani society. The Varani are mostly nomadic seafaring people found along the ice-brine coast and other lands along the northern coast. They have small settlements that serve as trading outposts, but are merchant sailors more than farmers or fishermen. Varani society is a non-gender-based meritocracy. All roles aboard ship are valued, and while they may not all be equal, they are not without their place and purpose. The Varani believe that anyone who is cunning and able to hold his or her own deserves a place aboard a ship. The Varani are not as religious as the Almain, but they are considered very superstitious. True of sailors, I suppose. They use charms and amulets to ward off evil. While there is no unifying religion, the Varani are sensitive to signs and omens, and they have strong concepts of luck. Most of their superstitions involve the sea, which they regard with respect. See,
Hello.
we have chosen the best race. For so many reasons. Are there daggers on the floor? You know what? Sometimes asking questions will get you in trouble. This is probably one of those times. So have we helped Zelda find the find out if the monks are lying yet? We're going to talk with Zelda now. Hey.
Great Mitharu, you found the ordination tome. I'd give a sack of gold to see the look on Father Dinwell's face. He will no longer be able to deny my entrance to the order. Mitharu does embrace all. Thank you. I won't need any gold as a servant of Mitharu. Take what I have. It's yours. I will remember you in my prayers.
Very kind of you. Level up! I really wanted to know what those ordination rites said, though. Alright, I'm coming with you. I want to see how this goes down. And like almost every game in existence, you walk faster than NPCs walk, and they run faster than you walk. as a result, you will never be able to keep pace with them.
Never
Ever.
surrender.
Remember that, chat. Never surrender. Zelda said so. What? Really? No showdown? For real? I feel cheated.
Thank Mitharu you are here.
Alright.
It is my home. Once Father Dinwell relented, the brothers had no choice but to accept me into their family. It takes time to change the world.
Okay, what did Father Dinwell say?
Without the father, I would not have a place at the mission. He took it on faith that Mitharu has a larger plan for us. For me.
I missed the cutscene where I literally followed her in. I'm not going to even look in the poor box. Look, I'm curious about other stuff, but I know I can resist. I'm not even going to try and look in the poor box. I don't want to know how much or how little is in there. That is for the poor. Again, I am a professional, and professionals have standards, chat. Where the heck would I find Father Dinwell at this point? Ah, here we are.
Please, make yourself at home. Mitharu's blessings are meant for all who are friends of the church.
Sister Zelda.
She has been found sufficient, and we have accepted her into the fold with open arms. Mitharu's order can be seen in many small moments. Sometimes it takes one loud voice to make all others hear the truth.
That was a very diplomatic response, I feel. A history of Yolvan. This is the tome reading episode, it seems. Yolvan is a curious island of normalcy in the heart of Dalantarth, bordered by the enigmatic Odorath, the notorious Webwood, and the enchanted Glendara. Yolvan is known primarily as the bastion of natural creatures in these lands, and while bears, wolves, and antelope are certainly to be found here, the area is not as devoid of the more magical forms of life. In fact, it is sometimes a common occurrence to see sprites attacking packs of wolves, or bears doing battle with the odd troll that has stumbled into their den. This dichotomy is even more apparent when one considers the fact that the Warsworn keep a base in a stronghold here, within eyeshot of the mystical Fey institution known as the House of Ballads. And while interactions, if any, between the two groups are often genial enough, it is curious to note the tension between the natural and the unnatural in Yolvan. The area is actually rather small, which some have attributed to the spread of the more magical forest, exacerbated by what many perceive to be the rise in magic, but noticeable for the sudden drop of the tree line. There are large expanses of ruins, similar to those found in Lorca Rain, but those origins remain rather mysterious. They do not resemble Fey architecture or Arathi, or those of the stronghold in the region. But they are known to house a few secrets to be uncovered by those brave enough to explore them. Alas, what more can be said of Yolvan? This small beat in the rhythm of the forest, this footnote in the annals of Dalantarth, not the annals of Dalantarth. Never make that mistake. I've made that mistake a few too many times to feel comfortable about it. It changes a lot of how you interpret a sentence. Too small to care deeply of, too large to ignore, too normal to pique curiosity, but too mysterious to inspire boredom. For many, it is but a means of travelling from one magical wood to the next, but for the worldlier traveller, it is a destination in and of itself. Oh, we've already read the Mitharu one. No need. There you are, you rat bastard. Right, well, I could put a point into Sagecraft, or I could go further into... Oh, I could go further into Stealth, honestly, at this point. Or Detect Hidden. You can disarm traps. It's nice to have. I'm not going to save Scum, even if I fail. If I'm committed to trying to pickpocket someone, then I'm committed to the consequences of failing. That's the nature of these things. Confirm. Now, here is the thing. First and foremost, I want to point in here to bring me up to Sorcery 6. Sustained while active, Sphere of Protection creates a magical barrier that blocks a percentage of damage from each incoming attack. 5% damage resisted while active. Sustain is 30. I can increase that to 6. Having unlocked Countess Arcane Secrets, you are able to power your abilities with far less mana, all casting costs reduced. I feel that might also be a useful one. But there's also the Chakram unlock. Unlock special attacks from block for the Staff and Scepter. Unlocks the late special attacks for the Staff and Chakram. Okay, well, I'd have to put 1 point in this to get that, but that's very far away, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'll pop a point in there. 2 points. Next level would take me up to 7% damage resistance, which is quite nice. Over here... would double the amount of damage dealt. But also I can pop down a trap, or I could just massively increase my stealth kill ability. Yeah, let's max it out. 6 of 6. And now we get a tier 2 ability, the Disciple. Good morning, Fizbic. The sometimes fragile appearance of a disciple masks a deadly assortment of skills that are usually employed from a safe distance. With this destiny, you excel at dealing elemental damage and piercing an enemy's armor. I like it. Let's make it happen. We are going to lose 10% mana cost reduction and 25% elemental buff, but our daggers are now getting a piercing bonus as well as our elemental, so I'm okay with that. The next one will be at level 14. Ugh, it's going to take us a while. But that one's a really nice one. Nevertheless, this is where we're going. So there we are. Right, moves. What have I unlocked here? Oh, it'll be the... Yeah, there we are. While active, Sphere of Protection blocks a percentage of damage from each incoming attack. Upgrade for further effects. Right, I basically have no mana anymore. That's okay. %15 is a bit too high. I'll come back when I'm better equipped. I think I need my stealth to be higher. Actually, is it stealth that I need for that? I think... Oh, it might be lockpicking, actually. Or maybe there just isn't one that does that. I'll give it one more try. Just see if I can get close and... see, but 15% is a bit high for what it might be. 6%.
Guards! Guards!
God damn it. Oh well. Too late. I've committed a crime! People are angry with me now. Rather naturally. Well, I better go and pay my dues. It's 50% chance to succeed. I need to go and find a guard who I can pay my dues to.
Stay indoors. I've thought about searching for treasure in that nearby Arathi ruin, Agner Farhall. But they say...
Really? I thought I needed a chat with you. Maybe I need to talk with the guards over here.
Welcome to Gorehart. I don't remember the last time I slept. The Red Legion has everyone on guard.
I don't know if there is any way to fix that. And I thought there was. Chat, do you know if there is a way to fix that? As in, do they eventually stop cowering from you? Or is Father Dinwell now basically locked out? Again, though, if that is the case, that's just the way it's going to have to be, unfortunately. And any potential quests that may be locked out now are simply locked out, because I wasn't going to save scum that decision.
Hello?
Hello?
Make it quick. I've got work to do. Can't pay my debts with firewood, not in Gorehart.
You have to sound me.
I knew it was only a matter of time, and I'm not surprised. Delph will do anything to save his own hide, but hiring a sword to do his bloody work is disgraceful.
I know,
if you
right?
want to collect my dagger, you'll have to fight me for it. Steel for steel. I used to be quite the scrapper. Didn't Delph tell you that?
He did not, but I don't really want to scrap with you. Won't you just give it to me?
Edward knows where I am. When he shows up, the only thing to keep me from death is still having this knife.
Fair. Don't play Red's game.
You're right. I've spent years trying to bury my past, hoping to wash away my sins with an honest day's work. If I took the blood right, Red would owe me once more. Take my dagger, tell him I'm dead. For the Agnar Odgrey you once knew is truly gone.
See, I like you.
What's up, my friend?
You seem like good sorts. Delph, though, bit of a scumbag. I will have what's in that chest. It's just a shame that if I've locked out a bunch of quests in order to get it. Alas. Did he steal without thinking? No, it was just a bad roll. I had a 6% chance of getting caught. And it rolled 6%. I think, realistically speaking, if I had built up my stealth more, so I could be closer without him noticing, or it would rise a lot slower, that probably would have been the way to go.
Nice.
I think. Hello, mate.
That Dida Eolfred has a nice smile. She also has some of the best prices this far west.
It was 6% chance to get caught. Psychopath. I thought I mentioned that a few times. You can... the easiest way to... There's those daggers again. The easiest way to know is that... Oh, they're probably my daggers when I switch between chakrams and daggers. Are they? No. Weird. The easiest way to know is that when you're sneaking but someone can see you, you've got a 99% chance on all items. Because there's always a 1% critical success. But when you aren't seen by anyone, you've got a 0% chance when you're trying to take something. So that's the easiest way to rationalize the way they work.
You there? Do you feel nauseous? Itchy? Have you noticed any blood leaking from your eye sockets? I've been noticing the symptoms everywhere. No, this situation could not be any worse. If the Red Legion is involved, then we could all be staring death in the face. What have I done?
What have you done?
They are the Undying, the corrupted roots. Their existence is an abomination. Everything in Amalur exists for a particular reason, except for the Tuatha. They're not meant to be. Bandits, ruthless and well organized. The Red Legion is reaping many rewards by preying on vulnerable Almane settlers travelling east. Long ago, these villains confined themselves to the coast, but recently they've moved inland to avoid the war. Now they're our problem. If you must know, my name is Nani Henry, formerly the chief alchemist of Alistar. But you wouldn't know what that is, would you? When the scholars in the tower ordered me to leave the grounds, I took refuge here. The Almane are a private people, keen to keep to themselves, like me. Do you really think I'm able to part with anything, much less one of my finest mixtures? This is a place of research. There is no charity.
Okay, what about your experiments?
For years I dabbled in alchemy, healing, divination and transmutation. All of that seems frivolous now, what with the war looming over us. Now I spend my sleepless nights in search of a formula that will end such conflicts forever.
Oh, thank goodness. Dark Custodian said, it looks like if the guards catch you, that is when you can pay them off. Otherwise, it looks like you can just wait it out a few days, but not specified, in-game days and things reset. Oh, thank goodness. I was kind of worried about that. All right, that's decent enough.
I have seen many conflicts unfold, but never have I seen one in which the fates of so many are at stake. The Tuatha will not settle for simple victory. They want total domination and will do whatever it takes to achieve it. Haven't you seen it? The grim tower to the west. Avoid its shadow if you can, because what transpires inside Alistar will benefit no one. I would know.
I mean, it definitely benefited me. So, by the seams of it, you haven't called me an idiot for asking about something I couldn't possibly know, which I guess is where you would get if you just have one point into alchemy.
I'm sure I have a vial somewhere in this cottage, but I do not have the time to search for it. I'm sorry.
Okay, what symptoms?
Why ask questions when you could never understand the answers?
No!
It's clear your prowess
stupid.
is not with wit, but with a weapon.
No!
If you must know, something of value has been
I'm
stolen.
too dumb.
An alchemical formula that, if released, could cause untold devastation. I see its symptoms everywhere. Only my apprentice, Karth, and I knew of my work on the formula.
Aavak's ego
but
shattered.
He's gone missing as well.
Yep. Yep. No, it's more my super ego, honestly. My ego's safe and sound, as is my id, but my super ego destroyed, in shambles. Who was your apprentice?
His name was Karth Hilfred. I found him one morning outside my door, picking through the ember eyes. I was impressed how well he knew his way around a path.
What about your alter ego?
I've never seen one so eager to learn.
I think my alter ego is still fine. I know there is a way to get Nana Henry to like welcome you as another scholar. It's probably that you need a bit of sagecraft and you need a bit of alchemy behind you, or maybe you just need more skills in sorcery than anything else. I'm not sure.
It was an early version, unstable and rife with potential dangers. My hope is to develop a weapon that the Alfar can bring against our common enemy, the Tuatha. To say more would be to reveal my secrets. All I can say is that it involves lesions, goiters, and a good deal of pus.
That is an unsettling thing to hear.
I do not deserve such goodwill after what I've engineered. If disaster occurs in Odorath, it will be on my head. I'm not sure where Karth may have gone, but I knew that before he came to me, he found shelter in the ancient chambers of Agnurfar Hall, an Irathi ruin east of Gorhart. Once you've ensured Karth's safety, you must learn what's happened to my formula. When you do, destroy it. It's the only way to keep us safe. The villagers believe it's haunted, but I have a feeling that's a ruse devised by the Red Legion. They mean to terrorize these people into submission, and it's working.
Yeah, I picked up Alchemy Fizbic specifically so that I could have the conversation and see how it changed. But I've only got level 1 in Alchemy, so I guess that's just not enough.
I fear for his life. Karth was gifted in a way that I've witnessed in only a select few. If the Red Legion has him, there's no telling of how he'll be treated.
Where is
He
Carl?
always spoke of his time as a wastrel living in the abandoned halls of Agnor Farhall, the Arathi ruin. People say it's haunted, but people say many things. Goodbye.
All right. A recipe for your trouble. That's the next quest that we're on. But while I'm here, have you got any books to read? You've got clothes, but I don't think any of them would suit me. Cripple spore caps. We'll just check out this area before we leave the shop, and then I'm going to go on tea break. A dialectal survey of cripple spore caps by Inanni Henry. What is the essence of cripple spore cap? And what is possible in harvesting one? This question will lead us through a deep and thorough examination of the species of mushroom indigenous to the many caves of Delentarth. Many scholars have posited theories on the shortcomings of such a volatile ingredient in the use of everyday alchemy. However, a true alchemist can avoid the pitfalls of the laywoman. Should one be astute of mind and resilient in the face of adversity, one can overcome the hazards involved when achieving the potential of the cripple spore cap. Let us begin by examining what exactly is the cripple spore cap. The cripple spore cap is a type of fungus often found in the base of large trees. It is unique in that, when left to grow undisturbed, it will reach at least eye level. It exudes a faint metallic odor and is yellowish-brown in color. The conical fruit body is narrow and darkens near the stalk. The entire body also glows with a soft luminescence. But do the physical characteristics of the cripple spore cap capture the entirety of what it is? The poisonous nature of cripple spores has been well documented in the overview of mycological study by my sister and fellow scholar, Aura Henry, who was at the tower, I believe. She was the medic treating the injured gnome that you all listened to for a little while I was on tea break. Besides the toxins found in the mushroom's biology, the magical essence of the cripple spore is firmly in the poison sphere. This makes its harmless-looking cripple spore a formidable alchemy ingredient. How do we go about investigating this essence? The true potency and uses of the mushroom are only exposed when we probe beneath the surface. There is much more than can be observed by simple field research. One must have an inquisitive mind and question the basic fundamental assumptions that predispose us to a hasty bias. Once again, what is possible in harvesting this deceptive alchemical ingredient? Many things. The first and foremost, and the subject of my personal research, is... Really? You stopped at the best bit? Man. I was on the edge of my seat. Right, well, no one can see me, but, the writings on this paper are too faded to read. She did say there was a greater healing potion around here, so I will take that. I'm not even sneaking right now. It's just there's a 0% chance of me being found out because no one knows where I am or what I'm doing. I do like the way that system works. Don't... Mm-hmm. I think I'll take that, that, and that. Yoink. Now, as for alchemy, we have no known recipes. But we can make stuff, but it comes down to looking at the various recipes and figuring out what they would likely combine with. And eventually, as your skills go up, you can make really complicated potions. But right now, we can't do too much. We've got... this is poison, mana, blood, damage, power. This is health. This is restoration. So a pretty simple one, I would imagine, is this. Let's experiment. There we go. Minor healing potion. 2 black kosh, 1 ember eye. A potion to restore lost health can be mixed in an alchemy workbench using the following ingredients. Now, if we look for... Was there one of mana? Yes, there was. So let's pop that in there. And restoration. Seems like smouldering stones radiate an intense heat from this pungent plant, yet despite its fiery nature, the alchemical essence it contains is not flame, but restoration. Let's start the experiment, and there we go. Minor mana potion. A potion to restore lost mana can be mixed at an alchemy workbench using the following reagents. Is there anything else we could possibly do? I think we would want a blood root along with one of these to make a more powerful version. We could probably make a cure for poison. No, unstable potion. Cause a random effect to occur. This effect may be potentially good or bad. Okay. I don't know if I've got enough for anything else. Let's try health and blood. Oh yeah, minor health regen. A potion of rapid health regeneration can be mixed at an alchemy. Okay, so maybe poison and health. No, another unstable. Okay, that was my best idea. Let's try these two. No, also unstable. Alright, well I don't have enough ingredients to just throw them around willy-nilly, but this is damage. Maybe damage and health would work. Oh no, that shows me that I'll make an unstable one, my bad. Don't know what this will do. Yeah, also unstable. Okay, well, we've isolated a couple of things. But now that I've done that, I can just create these potions if I particularly want to. Minor mana potion, minor health regen, and a bunch of minor mana. Go ahead and make a couple of these. There we go. Poison and damage, that would have been a good one. I should have thought about that. Damn. That was a bit silly, wasn't it? Can I sell things to you
Time is of
quickly?
the essence. That's never been more
I can, apparently. Don't have much to sell, but... Oh. Yeah, I can't. They're too clever. They are too clever. A shame.
true. Goodbye.
Okay. Goodbye.
What do you want?
Actually, chat. I don't think there's anyone around town that we can go and talk to or stand next to who's going to be doing anything. So instead, you can just watch Nanny Henry's shop while I'm on tea break.